I did a little title screen. It's made out of Scrabble letters, and it says, "Let's play Tabletop Simulator." And then I flip the table.
Did you actually flip the table in real life?
No, not in real life.
Well, you should have flipped it in real life. Just
I didn't
Scrabble
make
letters.
it with Scrabble letters in real life, Tony. I made it...
I'll put some effort in.
It was in the simulator for the tabletops.
Yeah, but where's the fun in simulating flipping a table whenever you can actually flip a table?
This is called Game of Trolls, people. I sort of kind of made it up in that
Game to Trolls.
I modified it from some other rules that I had read recently. I know the rules this week, Tony. I read the rules very quickly.
That's a good start.
I made the board smaller is the main difference I did. This is stop with the animations. Don't stop. Actually, that's funny. It's from a game called Game of Amazon, and I think it's called Game of Amazons. And the idea is that the trolls here would normally be what you call Amazons, and it's played on a 10x10 board. I have it on a normal checkerboard, partly because I want this to not take 8 hours, although I don't think it would take 8 hours, and partly because they don't have a 10x10 board on Game Simulator. Why don't they have a 10x10 board? I found out that
I'm sure you can make one.
What they call international draughts or international checkers is played on a 10x10 board, and all of the pieces can move in any direction that's diagonal, and the kings can what they call fly, where they can move as far as they want to.
Never heard of that.
I want to play that though, right? I don't want to.
I bet we could build a 10x10 board in this game.
I'm sure
somehow.
somebody. Yeah, you can just get a bitmap. Okay, so here are the rules to Game of Trolls. All of the trolls move like a queen in chess, Tony. So I assume you know how that works, but they can move all the way up and down on a perpendicular or horizontal, or they can move all the way as far as they want to on a diagonal. All right?
I see.
There are 2 parts to each move. The first part is moving one of your trolls. The second part is having your troll throw a boulder at one of the other trolls. Now, you do not, when you throw the boulder, you don't hit the other troll. I didn't mean to pick up the bowl. There we go. All right. No!
It's okay, I'm having the same issue.
What? Now you picked it up. Dang it. Okay, there we go. All right, here's a boulder, all right? So, here's my troll. For sake of argument, I've just moved him. And I throw the boulder over here, all right? I can throw the boulder as far as I want to on the board as long as it doesn't pass through another object. For instance, another boulder that has been thrown in the past, or a troll. So, that would go on that square there. The object of the game is to make it so that the other opponent cannot move his trolls. He is trapped.
All right. So it's kind of like the Quick Fox thing, just more things to move around and throw.
It's nothing like the Quick Fox thing. What are you even talking about?
Or the Hunter and the Fox.
No, it's not like that at all.
Oh, I'm saying you have to corner it so it can't move anymore.
Okay, yes, but both players... yes, all right. In that sense, in the fact that there is... no, it's still not like that.
It has the same
both
component.
Both players have the same objective. Both players have the same pieces. The game mechanic is totally different. The only difference is that...
No, I know exactly what you're saying. I'm just saying that, we have to corner it entirely, not like what happened last week where, I just sort of cornered you.
They saw the video. Just move your guys. You're going to be... do you want to be green or white?
I'll be green.
All right. I will let you move first then. All right, since I am at the advantage of having known some of the rules here. By the way, as I think I mentioned this before, but the boulders can be thrown. Stop moving the bowl around.
How do I pick up something out of the bowl without grabbing all of it?
Click. Don't hold down on it. Just click and move real fast.
Okay, I see.
My boulder just fell onto the board. That was not intentional at all. Okay, so just go back in there. There you go. All right. So now you've trapped my dude. Yeah, you're going there?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it more centered.
That's fine. All right. I'm going to move him over to here. And I'm going to do my boulder over at your guy right there. Do you want to talk about your day at work, Tony? You want to talk about how bad it was?
I would just sound like I was moderately bitching about nothing, because it was just mostly a lot of bullshit between people wanting things fixed whenever they don't know what they want fixed. Oh, I have 120 gigs in pictures. You can't lose any of it. That sort of thing.
Is that a thing that people talk about?
Yeah, they bring in their personal computers and get mad at me whenever I won't fix them.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
Personal computers. Man, I would have...
And then they get mad when I'm like, oh, it's $40 an hour to fix them. That's my half price rate. And they're like, why are you trying to screw me over so much? Why do you computer people think you're worth so much? It's like, because I have a skill that you don't have.
I heard a really interesting TED Talk today, Tony, about computer skills. I thought, now that you bring that up, you might find this interesting. It was an Indian dude, right? And he's talking about how he was a teacher of computer skills in India, but of course, since many of his students were people who could afford to be taught computer skills, why are you moving the bowl?
It was accidental.
Stop moving the bowl. All right.
So can I throw it at diagonals as well, or
yes.
just like okay?
Diagonals are fine. So like for instance, you can go here. Or where are you going? Yeah, that's good. I feel like you're trapping yourself there.
I know.
But I'm fine with
risky.
that. That's a good move,
God
Tony.
Damn it.
Keep going with that.
I already dropped it.
Once you take your finger off the piece, that was the rule me and my dad played by.
Yeah, that's the rule. I've got two. Damn it. Bleh.
He's not dead yet.
Right. I can't give you the satisfaction. He's going to commit seppuku.
I'm going to go shoot there. Boom. All right, you're running out of places, though. Anyway, I was talking about the guy in India. He was hired by his employer to start exploring the option of setting up these kiosks, like computer kiosks. And since he had, the equipment to set that stuff up, he was like, I've always wanted to find out what you would do, if the poorer kids has access to this stuff. He wasn't able to, to teach them or anything, but I got him trapped now. Boom. I got one dude. But what he did was he just went to the slum where these guys were, and these kids, and he set up the computer terminal like 3 feet off the ground where the kids could access it.
Yeah.
And the kids it's like super poor. Like these guys don't have clean water, and there's this guy over there installing this computer in their slum, and I gotta throw a rock here. No, I'm doing it. It's a bad example.
I remember some of this about how like the kids, just because they had access to it, no instructions, no nothing, decided to teach themselves what the computer could learn. And it was all about like biology and all this, and they were actually at like a 4th grade level, like really quickly with all this stuff.
Well, right, like so the interesting thing was the computer doesn't have a keyboard at all. So it starts out with the kids, they're looking at the keyboard. He has a sort of remote thing set up, so he's not watching them directly, but he's watching what's going on. I moved, by the way. It's your move.
Yeah.
He's watching what's going on, and he's first of all, he doesn't see any activity, and then he sees somebody figure out like moving the mouse around, and then they open up MS Paint. And to be clear, this is not this is not an Indian language computer. It has not been translated. It's just, regular Microsoft Windows, in English, and these kids don't know English. I need to move out of here before I get stuckinated.
Sorry, I'm not doing a good job of leaving much
You're
space
not doing
on the
much.
board.
No, I'm actually pretty happy with the job you're doing. I'm down with this. Okay, I'm going to put that there. Just kind of waste that move. Anyway, so then he sees them open up Word, and things start appearing on the Word board. And he's like, well, what's going on with this? Because he doesn't have a typewriter. He realizes that these Indian kids with no formal training in like 6 or 8 hours have managed to access the character map and start typing out, my name is, whatever the Indian equivalent of Bob is or something. And I talked to my I knew what the character map was, but I talked to my wife, and she was like, I was like, you know what the character map is, right? She's like, no. Are you,
Yeah, I dropped it.
Why is it popping up random rules on the side of my screen? Are you opening
I was
things?
wondering about that. I didn't open anything. That's just been there. The PDF cast thing.
What? Okay, well, this is an alpha. Just ignore that. That's the rules for Everyone is John, which is eventually an RPG I'd like to play. Did you move your guy already? Where are you going?
Yeah.
Are you just messing around with me now, Tony?
No, I'm just like walling you off into that corner.
What is this guy doing up here, walking around?
I'm moving my guy.
Oh, okay, that's your move. All right. That's your move. I guess that's okay.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get you completely isolated.
You can't. You can't stop the beat, Tony. You can't stop Albert Sweetbeat Berg. But then, so moving on to what you were talking about, he's like, well, obviously there has to be some limit to the self-learning issue. So he sat down, and he did it several other places too, where some people were like, well, maybe somebody walked by and showed him how to do it. So he went way out in the boonies, the Indian equivalent to the boonies. Do they call them the boonies in India, Tony? Do you think?
I'm sure they've got some other type of saying for it.
Anyway, so he went out in the boonies, and wow, this gets cluttered really fast.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't move that guy, by the way. He's still here. And he did the experiment several times, and then he started to think, okay, well, what's, like, obviously there has to be limits, so he starts putting information about, where did my bowl go? That's what I was looking for. There it is. About DNA sequencing on the computers. Again, still in English or something. I think it was still in English. All right, your move. And he says, okay, clearly they're not going to learn all of this stuff. And he goes back to the village, like a couple months later or whatever, and he's like, okay, did you guys learn anything? And they're like, no, man, this makes no sense to us. That guy can't move there. He started out here. Can only move.
Yeah, I was looking at my options.
You're crazy. You are trying to cheat, Tony.
No, I am onto your
trying to figure out what I was doing. Anyway, point was, if they taught themselves a little bit about DNA, like they weren't like super duper, biologists. They hadn't built their own particle accelerator or anything. But I don't know what that has to do with biology. I feel dumb now. I'm sorry I brought that up. Oh, that was a good move. Oh, whoa. Wow. Oh, I can't move there. I can't move there. Ooh. I will move here, and I will drop this bomb on you.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That really does suck. All right.
You are almost out of options, Tony.
Here, and I will...
Seriously, that's where you're going to move?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay,
Sacrifice the one guy to make sure that your three guys can't get out.
Well, you're about to be trapped, though.
Maybe.
All right, keep going. Whatever. We're gonna be playing for like half a square of space.
Fine, you get that spot.
Where did you go with the drop it there?
Right here.
Oh, okay. Really?
I'm just experimenting.
I don't know what you're doing, Tony. I mean, it's not a complicated game. There. Now this guy's mostly trapped. This whole side of the board is walled off. No, you don't take him off the board yet.
No, I wasn't taking him off the board. I was moving him over here.
You can't move him over there.
Move that direction.
Oh, he
right
can.
Here.
Oh, wow. I am a Dumbo. Oh, I'm a Dumbo. Man, I feel bad. I feel so bad now.
Let's see.
I feel like now I have more options, though. Oh, you have ways to get out with your guy, too. I totally lied to you about what you were trapped with, that you're not trapped, Tony.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping you wouldn't notice that so I could keep him there and then freak you out later by busting out, but...
Once again, I have an amazingly poor grasp of the rules. This is our theme. Albert.
We should have
Albert
next time we
decides to
need
play a game that he does not understand the rules to that well. I feel like this is the charm, Tony. This is the charm of the game.
We're just playing.
Did you throw your boulder?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it. Is that this one right here? Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm trapping myself and trapping you.
Yeah, I don't see really how it's much. I'm gonna go with this.
All right. Welcome to Two Squares.
Well, I do have a diagonal I can get out on that one, Tony.
Well, I guess, yeah. Right there.
Yeah.
It's just a couple moves to do it.
Wow. This game, man. This game is intense. Where am I even going?
I don't know. I've been wondering that for a little while.
I have to... No, I haven't moved my boulder yet, dude.
Boulder
I
up.
haven't thrown my boulder. Gonna go there. Wait. Okay, I can move that guy. Alright, yeah. I guess I'll go there. This is fun. Actually, I really like this game. This is a whole, like... It's interesting seeing how simple you can get with really basic sort of checkerboard, rules. That's part of the reason that I like went browsing, the web for sort of checkerboard games and actually didn't find anything. I found like all kinds of rules about draughts, but then I was looking on the server for the workshop on the stuff that you can do in this game, and then I said, "Oh, what is this? Amazon's Attack or whatever it was called." And oh man.
Opt to not throw a boulder.
No, you have to throw a boulder. You have to make both parts of the move. I'm gonna go there. All right.
Alright, so...
If anybody who understands how to play this game, hates us.
They're probably cringing
Fortunately,
really bad right now.
There aren't that many people who understand how to play this game. I've never heard of this game. I'm very sad that I've never heard of this game, because it's a fun game.
Yeah, this would have been a fun game whenever I was a kid. Just playing against my sister and such.
I feel like we're limited in our society to the stuff that we have access to as far as...
Yeah, everybody knows how to play chess, but there's 1,500 other games you could play.
Right. Eventually, and I don't think it's ever going to make it onto this show, I'm going to have to learn how to play Go. I would love to learn how to play
Go.
I'm not moving. I'm dropping him back there, just so you know. I forfeit my move somewhat. All right, and I'm going to throw this boulder right here. That's kind of a non-move, but whatever. It's something.
Alright. So, then I go here, throw a boulder. Whoa.
The whole box, Tony.
Whoa. Getting greedy there. Trapped.
No! I am 100% trapped on that one. All right. Okay. Oh.
The first casualty of the game.
That's so disappointing.
It's so cluttered, it's hard to tell. I have a feeling we're 4 or 5 turns out from being completely stuck.
Yeah, I keep missing. I was about to move this guy over here, and I just now saw this bolt. I was like, well, I can't do that. I guess I'll go there and wall my way in back here.
It's no man's land over there.
Yeah. So this Everyone is John game I was looking at, it's like an RPG game, and I very vaguely understand the rules, but apparently everybody plays a separate personality inside John's head.
Okay.
It sounds like a lot of fun. Like a lot of things that sound like a lot of fun. It's probably super complicated and I'm too dumb to understand it, but I want to understand it. I want to play it and have fun with it at some point, even if it's in real life. I feel bad because I don't get to play these kinds of games with people in real time. I don't have meat space friends that want to play games with me that much.
Oh, give it a few more years and AJ will be able to play these.
Yeah, but then he'll be sad if I beat him. He'll be like, Daddy, you should let me win. And I'll be like, no! Be a man!
You don't learn anything.
Yeah, I'm like, nobody's gonna give you anything. Well, no handouts in life. What are you, crazy?
No.
Etc.
Get away from me.
Ah!
Why do you have a weapon and I don't? There we go.
There we go. Ah, no, okay, that's not fair. Fight, fight, fight!
Fight, fight!
Ah!
Ogre fight!
Trolls. This is trolls. Okay. No, they're not really trolls. One of them is a troll, and one of them is an ogre or something. They had to be visually distinguishable, Tony. Anyway, it's your move. I'm about to get beat again on the game that I told you how to play.
I don't know
I'm
if I
beginning
can
to feel like I'm not very
there,
smart.
You gotta remember, I've been spending, like, the last, 10 years playing, Warhammer and games like that.
Like I said, I'm beginning to feel like I'm not very smart.
That's alright, I read one of your stories and I feel like I'm not very good at anything. Alright.
It'll be like that. Ooh, good move. Kind of a good, sort of non-move, but still.
Yeah, it's more of a neutral, let you make your own problem bigger move.
Well, I'm just kind of here, I'm going to block this guy in, because there's nothing else I can do with that I can think of.
It's my first true casualty so far.
Oh, boom! You're locked in there, Tony.
Alright. I don't know what else to do. Damn it.
The object now is to see
Try to make it take as long as possible to block yourself in.
Yeah, because whoever has the most pieces left, the most spaces left at the end, is the victor. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody, I think, at some point, well, I mean, I guess if you're super good, you end up not, blocking in the other guy and still having lots of moves. But the idea is whoever has the most moves remaining that they can take is the winner.
Alright, so I will keep working on this guy's progress at locking himself in.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be doing about the same thing with my guy. You've got... yeah, I can't do anything with that, can I? Oh, that stinks. Stinks. I like this little endless bag of boulder things.
Yeah, it's a nice little mechanic.
They're go chips, but...
Next time we should do white ones so we know who's doing which.
Does it matter?
Just to see. Not really. It's more of my own curiosity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've still got more than two guys that can move. I feel like I'm going to lose. I'm just going to keep moving this guy around until I can't do anything else. I got to move him first. All right, so we'll move him here. Hold on. Boop, there he goes. Throw that there. Admit defeat.
You might have a little more. I think I might have this.
I think you might. I'm going to go around killing all your guys.
In the end, humanity wins.
Yeah. Whoever loses, we win, Tony.
All right.
Boo, 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 boo. There's some interesting mechanics. There's also a bag of holding mechanic, which, it just looks like a bag, but you can drop whatever into it, and then I guess it comes back out randomized. I've been trying to figure out a game to do with that, but I have not figured out a game yet.
Like a charades type thing? Guess what's coming out of the bag? I guess it's not really charades.
I guess you could do charades with, yeah, I don't know. I'm not smart enough to figure something out, Tony. You're the smart one here. You're the one who's about to win. I wish you'd just take your move and win. I've got 4 more places.
I just moved.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Just a rock.
So demoralizing.
Just dump it on the table. That was anticlimactic.
All right, I give up.
That's awesome how you can flip it and it doesn't even spill anything.
Why would it spill something? It's not real. That'd be awesome if it did do whatever.
All right, so are you admitting defeat?
I embrace defeat.
All right.
Ah!
You gotta flip the table, man. That's how you end.
I'm not done yet. I'm like, we have to analyze how I failed.
I think it's too late.
you need to come up with the next game. What game are you gonna challenge me to next time, Tony? Giant ogres. These guys are so much fun. I almost, I was going to not do the ogres again, but I was like, these guys are so much fun to play with. Their animations thing. It's hard not to.
You bunched me.
I want there to be more stuff with this game. I hope that, when it gets out of beta, it will have more.
Yeah, just mountains of different icons and things.
That would be very cool. Anyway, something will happen next week. Tune in and find out how I lose again.
All right, see you guys.
Bye. Goodbye, trolls.